Hello and welcome to Science Monitor, your favorite weekly news program on science, technology, invention and innovation. I'm Aishwarya Kapoor with you. Today we will tell you all about the Swachh Sagar Surakshit Sagar campaign launched by the Ministry of Earth Sciences to clean up India's coastal areas, and how an efficient and economical prosthetic hand using 3D printing is making life easier for the handicapped. There is lots of other scientific news as well, but first, let's take a look at the headlines. Swachh Sagar Surakshit Sagar campaign launched by the Ministry of Earth Sciences to clean up 75 beaches of the country over 75 days. The cleanliness and awareness campaign will run for 75 days as the country celebrates Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Indian Space Research Organisation and Aryabhat Research Institute of Observational Sciences organize a nationwide workshop on Aditya L1 mission. Information about the solar mission and observational data analysis given to students and researchers. Indian startup designs a battery-operated 3D printed prosthetic hand. This affordable prosthesis will bring the new hope into the lives of the disabled whose arms have been amputated below the elbow. And commemorating the innovations that have strengthened the country's innovation ecosystem over the last 75 years, as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we salute the ideas and policies that have shaped our nation. And now the news in detail. The Government of India is constantly looking out to better the country's beaches. As part of its efforts, the Ministry of Earth Sciences, Government of India, along with many other institutions, is running the Swachh Sagar Surakshit Sagar Abhiyan. The campaign has been given a theme under the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, as part of which 75 coastal areas of the country are being cleaned over 75 days. The campaign, which started on July 5, will culminate on September 17, 2022. Here is a Science Monitor report.
India is the only country which has an ocean named after it, the Indian Ocean. India's coastline, extending up to 7,500 kilometers, is also a symbol of our extensive coastal resources. A large population resides on these coasts and lives off marine resources. Over a long period, haphazard settlement, extensive exploitation of resources, and pollution caused by tourism have damaged the beach ecosystem. However, the Government of India has been taking corrective measures and have helped improve the coastal ecosystem. Several activities have also been organized under the Clean Seas campaign of the United Nations. As India completes 75 years of independence, the Ministry of Earth Sciences, Government of India, has launched the Swachh Sagar Surakshit Sagar Abhiyan to clean 75 coasts of the country over 75 days. This campaign is being run from the 5th of July to the 17th of September 2022 with the help of various social and educational institutions, including the Indian Coast Guard, the Ministry of Environment, Forests and Climate Change, the National Service Scheme, and the National Disaster Management Authority.
All the ministries and NGOs and students and university and Coast Guard, Navy, all are participating to make awareness about the people, especially youngsters, about the cleanness and health of the ocean. So we need to have a good health of the ocean for future generations. For that, we are generating along the people awareness about the cleanliness of the coast. And also we are planning to have some of the celebrities so that the awareness reaches to the grassroots level so that they can prepare in the future generations. So that's a basic idea for this mega cleanliness campaign.
With an aim of cleaning up coastal areas with public participation, the objective of this campaign is to remove 1,500 tons of garbage from India's beaches. public awareness programs are also being organized to highlight the importance of cleanliness of coastal areas so that the behavior of people also changes and the ocean can become pollution-free. There are three main objectives of the campaign: creating a sense of responsibility, segregating waste at home, and fulfilling responsibility. Under this campaign, in the month of July, people are being made aware of the increasing threats of plastic waste to marine biodiversity. In the month of August, efforts will be made to tackle the problem of plastic waste, especially with the involvement of the youth. And in the month of September, as a pledge against the use of plastic, activities to clean the beaches will be organized to bring people together. In a bid to increase public participation, a mobile app called Eco Mitra has also been launched as part of the campaign, through which information related to the program is being given. The app also allows the general public to register themselves to join the campaign. This first-of-its-kind ocean cleanup campaign is an innovative initiative that will not only clean up our coasts, but also ensure the availability of essential resources for the future by conserving marine biodiversity.
A workshop on Aditya L1 mission was organized by the Indian Space Research Organization and the Aryabhat Research Institute of Observational Sciences, Nainital, recently. Organized by the Aditya L1 Science Support Cell, the objective of this workshop was to sensitize young researchers to the basic processes on solar missions and observational data analysis. Students from various educational institutes of the country were connected to this workshop. Here is a Science Monitor report.
The Aditya L1 mission, or India Solar Mission, is one of the ambitious missions of the Indian Space Research Organization. Preparations for this mission are going on rapidly. The Aditya L1 mission is India's first dedicated spacecraft mission to study the Sun. It will enable a comprehensive understanding of the dynamic processes of the Sun and solve some outstanding problems of solar physics and heliophysics. ISRO and the Aryabhatta Research Institute of Observational Sciences, or ARIES, an autonomous institute of the Department of Science and Technology located in Nainital, organized a workshop regarding the important mission. Organized by Aditya L1 Science Support Cell from June 27th to July 6th, 2022, the objective of the workshop was to sensitize students and young researchers about the processes and observational data analysis.
We already have a good involvement in some of the space explorations. In fact, Aditya L1 is a solar mission which is expected to have a launch in next 6 months or so, and I am heavily involved with the Aditya L1 mission as a co-chair of the science working group, and heavily involved with some of the payload initial developments and so on as well. Right now, actually, today only this Aditya L1 workshop got over. So we are at ARIES, we are now also participating in National Space Program.
The Aditya L1 mission workshop involved students from various institutes and universities across the country. They were given information about the problems they can solve using data from this mission. The workshop was a part of various activities being organized by Aryabhat Research Institute of Observational Sciences, ARIES, Nainital. The workshop discussed topics including the Sun, observation techniques, the Aditya L1 mission, statistical and data analysis techniques, and demo sessions were conducted by solar physics experts from various institutes of the country. According to experts, such workshops can prove to be helpful in preparing the next generation of solar physicists in India. These programs will enable a large number of students and researchers to use the data obtained from Aditya L1 mission.
that the future of any research institute lies with the next generation students. And it's our responsibility to train that next generation in an appropriate direction. And particularly in astronomy, astrophysics, it's not taught in the undergraduate or postgraduate level at different universities. So it becomes a responsibility for the academic institutions, research institutes like us to train the next generation.
The Aditya L1 Science Support Cell has been set up as a community service center for guest observers, providing the tools and documents needed to understand, download and analyze the data. This cell plans to organize several such workshops before and after the launch of the Aditya L1 mission, so that more and more scientists and researchers can be benefited from scientific data that is obtained from the mission.
An Indian startup has designed the country's first 3D printed prosthetic hand. This prosthesis, named Grippy, will make life easier for people with arm amputations below the elbow. The battery-operated device is very lightweight and economical and can provide just as much ease as a real hand. Here is a Science Monitor report on Grippy with all the information.
Any disability makes every day difficult for the person having them. People who have lost their hands due to an accident or illness have to seek help of others to fulfill several of their needs. Although there are many types of supportive equipment available in the market, it's difficult to achieve full working efficiency. In such a situation, a 3D printed prosthetic hand designed by Robo-Bionics, a startup founded by alumni of the Indian Institute of Technology, Patna, has brought a new ray of hope for people with arm amputations below the elbow. Registered under the Startup India initiative, supported by several institutions and departments, including the Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council and the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, Robo-Bionics has designed a battery-powered, lightweight and economical prosthetic arm named Grippy. The National Accreditation Board for Testing and Calibration Laboratories, or NABL, has certified this device, which is available in the market for the differently abled in the age group of 15 years and above.
The very first USP of Grippy is that it's one of the lightest weight hands across the world. It weighs only 600 grams compared to 1.5 to 2 kilos. Second, there is a sense of touch technology, which when the hand is opening or closing, catching a soft or a hard object, I can feel that in form of vibrations, and that helps the person decide whether that helps the person to adopt the technology much faster because it feels like a real hand.
This first of its kind Make in India device uses sensors that facilitate users' functionality almost like a real hand. Its touch sensor automatically adapts the hand grip to a variety of objects as well as helps to tighten or loosen the grip to suit the object. The device ensures that the grip is neither too hard so that the object breaks, nor it is too light, meaning an object would fall out of the hand. This device can help the handicapped to become quite self-reliant. Due to the low weight of the device, users can easily use this hand for a long time without getting tired. Due to its superior ergonomics, it even looks like a real hand when worn.
Body has no problem. There is a mindset acceptance issue. So if people have used heavy devices in the past, they happen to think that all devices will be like that. But when they use Grippy, they know that actually Grippy is much more lightweight, and it helps give them that confidence to use it. So we have completed deployments with over 30 people, and over 1 year ago, from 1 year ago, and there have not been a single complaint till date.
Developed by an Indian startup, Grippy provides an indigenous and affordable alternative to the differently abled in India. With the availability of this device in the market, not only will amputation patients reduce their dependence on others, But this innovation will also work to make the country self-reliant in the field of medical devices.
Leading innovations have played an important role in India's development and building up its self-reliance over the last 75 years. It is the vision of our nation builders that has made this path easier through scientific and technological developments. Under the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we are commemorating the innovations and policies related to science and technology that have made India what it is today.
India's famous physicist and astronomer Vikram Sarabhai is considered the father of India's space programs. Based on his efforts, the Indian Space Research Organisation (ISRO) was established in 1969 to strengthen India's space program. After this, the Space Commission was formed by the Government of India and the Department of Space was established in 1972. And ISRO was brought under the Department of Space. Since its establishment, ISRO has worked hard towards achieving important milestones to make a mark in the field of space research. ISRO's research and development programs have rapidly worked in this direction to make the country self-reliant. The institution, which launched the first satellite with the help of the Soviet Union, is now close to launching its manned space mission. In 1969, the Tarapur atomic power plant started operating as India's first nuclear power plant. This nuclear powerhouse was established under an agreement between India, the United States of America, and the International Atomic Energy Agency. The plant started working with 2 boiling water reactor units, and the commercial power generation started from the 28th of October 1969. The capacity of the Tarapur nuclear power plant was to produce 210 megawatts of electricity, but due to some technical reasons, it was reduced to 160 megawatts. 2 pressurized heavy water reactor units of 540 megawatt capacity have been constructed here over the last few years. Noted Indian origin biochemist Dr. Hargobind Khurana was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1968 for his discovery of the sequence of nucleotides in nucleic acids. Born in Multan district of undivided India, Dr. Khurana did his MSc honours from the Punjab University and went to England for further studies where he completed his PhD. In 1960, he became a professor at the University of Wisconsin, USA, and then accepted American citizenship. He began to study the chemical composition of the nuclei of living cells. Dr. Khurana received several prestigious awards for his outstanding research work. In 1968, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology and Medicine, along with Marshall W. Nirenberg and Robert W. Hawley. Pramod Karan Sethi, a doctor at the Savai Mansingh Medical College, Jaipur, with the help of craftsman Ramchandra Sharma, changed the lives of millions of differently abled people. He developed a prosthetic leg, also known as the Jaipur foot. At the time, it was the most economical and efficient solution for people needing a prosthetic leg. Dr. Sethi started his career as a general physician and later, while working in the Department of Orthopedics, he came up with the idea of making a prosthetic leg with a simple structure. He met the craftsman of the hospital, Ramchandra Sharma, and together they developed a prosthetic leg using rubber, plastic and wood.
And now let's have a quick look at some other developments that have made news in the field of science and technology in our segment Science Express.
Indian researchers have developed an innovative mechanism to inhibit the entry of SARS-CoV-2 into cells by reducing its infection potential. The research jointly conducted by the Indian Institute of Science and CSIR's Institute of Microbial Technology, Chandigarh, designed a new class of synthetic peptides that could not only block SARS-CoV-2 from entering the cells, but also reduce their ability to infect. They do this by tangling and binding together the virus particles in such a way that their ability to spread infection is reduced. The need for this fresh, new approach came with the rapid development of new strains of the coronavirus, which reduces the protection offered by various vaccines. According to previously proven information, protein-protein interaction is often similar to that of a lock and key mechanism, and this interaction can be inhibited by synthetic peptides that competes with, mimics, and prevents this interaction. This property has been used to bind and block the spike of the protein on the surface of the virus. This research is supported by the Science and Engineering Research Board of DST under the COVID-19 IRPHA call. Scientists have identified co-dopants that can enhance the photovoltaic performance of transparent metal oxides such as ZnO, In2O3 and SnO2. Leading to more efficient, better performing and more stable solar cell. The study, conducted by a research team from the Department of Physics, Tamil Nadu-based Alagappa University Group, focused on the electron transport layer of solar cell devices, which is made of transparent metal oxides. In recent years, solar cell technology has emerged as a leader among sustainable sources of energy. As part of the efforts to develop this technology, several efforts are being made to develop cost-effective alternatives to increase energy production and storage. Perovskites are the #1 choice for eventually replace silicon as the material of choice for solar panels. Perovskite solar cells have a perovskite layer as a light absorber. The study concluded that perovskite material-based solar cells are economical compared to commercial silicon-based solar cells. A recent study has found that a cancer-causing virus can infect neuronal cells and cause various changes in biomolecules such as fatty acids, carbohydrates, and protein components, leading to diseases of the central nervous system as well as brain cancer. For this study, a research team from IIT Indore used Raman microspectroscopy techniques supported by the Department of Science and Technology under the FIST scheme to explore the potential effects of cancer-causing viruses on brain cells. The EB virus has been found to be widely present in the human population. It usually does no harm, but in cases of immunological stress or decreased immunity, the virus can reactivate inside the body. This can lead to various complications including diseases like a type of blood cancer, colon cancer, multiple sclerosis, etc. The study has been published in the journal ACS Chemical Neuroscience. NASA has released the first pictures taken by its latest James Webb Space Telescope. They include stunning images of a dying star, stellar nurseries, and cosmic dances of many galaxies. The images taken by James Webb's mid-infrared instrument of the 5 galaxies show the process of a star's extinction. The James Webb Space Telescope Observatory is a joint project led by NASA in collaboration with the European and Canadian space agencies and is touted as a successor to the mighty Hubble telescope. This telescope has been specially tuned to observe the sky in the infrared spectrum and will give humans the ability to observe much deeper into the universe than prior telescopes, resulting in the detection of events that happened more than 13.5 billion years ago. Infrared light observations allow Webb to peer through that dust to reveal the birth of stars and even see through churning gases to the black hole at the center of our own galaxy.
And that is all in today's edition of Science Monitor. Keep sending your feedback and suggestions through email. Our email ID is indiascience@vigyanprasar.gov.in. You can also write into us at Vigyan Prasar, A50, Sector 62, Noida 201309, Uttar Pradesh. So we'll take your leave now. See you again next week. Till then, stay safe and think scientifically. Bye for now.